Are you ready to make that big leap? Are you ready to get things started in your life? Are you ready to start living the life that you want to live? All right. If you're going to make any big changes, you need to get ready. What is up, Soul Fam? This is Chris here with Soldier of Life, and today I want to welcome you to another episode of Monday Motivation. Yeah, and basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be starting this off with the introduction series of the Preliminaries. The preliminary. I can't say that word to save my life. But anyways, with any big changes that you want to do with yourself in your life, you have to get ready. All right. And this whole start, which I'm going to talk about, is the preliminaries to the actions that you really want to have taken. Okay. So if you don't know, preliminary is basically the action that precedes the main action or main event. All right. If you want to go into boxing, the preliminary matches are the ones that happen before the main event boxing show. Basically why everybody came there. But basically it's to keep people enticed, keep them going, get them started, get them amped up for the main event. Okay. So anything that you want to do in life, you have to get started at doing something. All right. You're never going to hone your craft when you first get started, but you must get it started. I used to have a phrase that I used to tell people because I really believe planning is essential. It's important. And I know a lot of times I will fall into the same category, but I know people that just seem to plan everything. They want to plan it to how they want to get it, how they want to do it done, but understand that you won't usually be able to plan everything out how you want to in the long run, okay? And as a lot of people's businesses start, as a lot of people get their goals going, they start to realize that it's not the perfection that they wanted, but after time, you will own your craft, but it just takes a little persistence in order for you to get there. So I used to always tell people, you know, if you're planning something, if you want to get it done and you have the time period comes, you never get it started, you have to understand that you cannot plan yourself to death, okay? And you can plan everything that you want to do. I know I used to hate it when I used to listen to all my friends or the people I knew or my associates, and they tell me like, oh, I plan on doing this or I plan on getting this done. And the only issue with that is you keep planning things, and then when the time comes, you never shoot to your plan, okay? You can plan all you want, but do not sit down and plan yourself to death. I know me personally, when I started doing my own thing and I started trying to create my own business, that I would plan everything to the T, and it looks really good on paper, all right? I had a whole perception change when I started thinking about how a lot of things that we want to do, we would think about them way too much, but they look really good on paper, and it's very logical. But when emotions get involved, that's when everything gets a little bit unhinged. And I'll be talking about that on my Perception of Power series. But it's just so funny that we can plan so many things and they seem really good and they're actually really sound, but we never get the chance to take the action. But you have to get started, okay? I know when I first started, even thinking about I'm gonna do YouTube full time, or I'm going to start my own business online, I'm gonna be blogging, whatever I decided to do. I told myself that I wanted to do a body transformation because not only do I want to change my mind mentally, I want to change spiritually, physically, emotionally. I wanted to rewire my brain and how I thought. So in order for me to do that, I thought the best way would be to do that physically and put it on form. And that was one of the first videos that I ever posted on YouTube. And I'm very proud of that video because I had to go back and I had to research. Okay, I said, listen, this is gonna be the catalyst that drives me to getting where I wanted to go. So I focused doing a transformation video, you know, what I wanted to eat, what I wanted my ultimate body to look like, keep taking the steps forward, because now that I wanted to do this, I knew that I wouldn't be able to change not only just mentally, but I did not want to change perceptually about how I used to think and what I used to value and how I used to evaluate life. And once I did that, you know, I took a day and I said, listen, you know, August 16th, I'm going to change. Today is the day for change. And after that, I did not look back. I went to the gym every single day. Well, 6 days out of the week, 5.5, I believe. But I made sure that this was the day it was going to happen. So I had to get ready for everything else that happens afterwards. I had a little bit of stumbles on the way, okay? I've told myself I will be putting out at least 300 plus videos this year, you know, in order to make my mark, in order to get subscriber count, just to make sure that I was putting out quality product that viewers would actually be interested in. But I did not do that. I did not get anything started until I said, today I am getting started. So don't plan yourself to death when you're starting to take on big projects or starting to do something that's changing your life. But you have to know that you cannot plan everything. You cannot plan the downfalls or the hurdles that you will have to jump over, but you have to get started. And me personally, I don't see any more reason to get started other than today. Tomorrow is never promised, and tomorrow will never come. If you think about it, if you're living in the present, okay, if you're taking life how it is, how it comes, if you're not informed about the book of Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now is one of the top bestsellers, one of the definite books that changed my life that I personally recommend. It will show you, it will help tell you, it will help guide you that you need to start living for today. Live in the presence, live in the power of now. And when you start doing that, when I started having that, I was like, hey, listen, you know, I can plan everything I want to do in life. I can plan my goals 20, 30 years from now. I can say what I want to be, how I want to live. But until I start living every single day like it is my last, like literally I have no tomorrow, then these are the days that I will actually start taking the actions that I need to take today, not waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Once today is done, tomorrow is today. You really have to think about that, okay? So basically the message I want to tell you guys today, if you're going to start to do something, if you're in the preliminary stages of a big project or something that you want to get done, get started, okay? You can start planning, you can start making goals, you can start writing off check sheets and task lists, but you need to get started, okay? Day one, this is how we pushing, man. This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and don't forget, if you like the video, bust it out a like, hit it with the thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel. I'm busting out videos on the daily, crazy schedules, but I'm really happy that you're here, and I can't wait to go through this journey with you. And don't forget, when you want to show the world how it's done, you tell them this is what success looks like. All right, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay motivated, and I'll see you guys in the next one.